Okay, hello. NPC Trader here. I've opened 3 new positions. Each position is about $600. So I've opened RHC, GNP, and AZJ. And today IBKR had like a oopsie, and it fucked up all my stop losses. So what I'll do now is I'll just explain why I bought into it, and then I'll also set my stop loss for it right here, just so you can see how I add my stop loss and whatnot. I already have my stop loss listed previously. I'll just add it back again. So yeah, I'll do it right now. The markets are closed, so it won't take effect until tomorrow pre-market on the Aussie exchange. Right, AZ first. I'll explain later how I got this number. Okay, GNP next. And RHC. Okay, it's submitted, so tomorrow morning it should take effect. All right, so let's start with AZJ first, because I've bought this already and I haven't logged it yet. As you can see here, I've bought it on March 24, and yeah, I'll just explain it. So let me open the big screen. There we go. AZJ. Alright, so I've bought it on... Where's my buy? What the fuck, it's missing. Yo, it's... No! Whatever, man. Let's see. 3.914. Okay, I bought it 3.914. No, it's not 3.9. I bought it at 3.88. I remember. Where the fuck is it? There we go. AZJ. There we go. 3.88. Yeah. Right. So I bought this on the 24 at 3.88, which is here. 3.88 was just above this line here, and it kind of wicked it, and you can see it's kind of a bullish pattern, if what the astrology is gonna call it. It's a bullish pattern. Let me draw here. This is a bullish pattern because it went to the 50 EMA here. It went to the 50 EMA and then it got retested and rejected. So as soon as it's rejected, I waited for a day. It was already on my watch list. I waited for a day just to see if the 50 EMA lines hold, and it did. So I've placed an order on the 24th, just at the start of the day in the morning. And this was, I entered here because on the daily time frame it had a pullback, which is I love buying pullbacks into continuations. I always buy into strong trends. So, and then the stop loss for the day was 3.88, right? Minus my ATR over here, multiplication of 1.6 as usual. You know this by now. So it gave me a number of 3.77, and so far 2 days in, I'm pretty happy about the trade. Now I'm just waiting for it to reach here, and I might partial sell, or if it breaks through cleanly, I will sell it. I will hold it and then push my stop loss up. Right, so let's go to the 1 hour on why I've bought it even more. Like it gave me more reason to buy. So on the 1 hour chart, what is this? What is this? Okay. Right, where was I? Right, on the 1 hour chart, I've drew a kind of a trend line from up here when it started to go downtrend, so all the way down here. And then I've marked the support line down here because it got tested multiple times on the hour, and it broke the trend line and started being accepted above the trend line and slowly working back up, as you can see here. If I draw another line here, there you go. You see it's starting to go back up, and when I've bought it, let's see, when did I buy? When I bought it, it was at 7:50 a.m. in my time zone. So 7:50 a.m. should be here, around here. When I bought it, it's like way down here, and I was debating myself if this is enough acceptance, because when it broke through, it gapped up here and then it got retested the same day, and then it went back up. So it was a textbook structure break or trend line break into acceptance, and then it retested and it failed, so it went back up on the hourly. So that's why I've bought it, and now I'll just trail it tomorrow and we'll see how it performs. As for my logging, I have right over here, as you can see. Right, so let's log the other one, which is GNP on March 25. GNP March 25, 2026. Let's just copy this. What's my position size? Where's GNP? Alright, for GNP I bought 120 quantity at 7.68. So 7.68 and 120 position. SL is, let's go back to GNP. SL is 0.12, so that would be so I bought this because it was it had a pullback, or should I say, what's the word for it when it doesn't go anywhere? Whatever, I forgot. Let's just say I bought this because the 50 EMA was respected and the hourly trend acceptance after the trend break. Okay, that's one. So there's not much reason why I don't want to enter this trade, because to me this looks pretty decent, though as you can see here, I drew a trend line all the way down here just to see more visualization on how the stock is performing. Right, how the stock is performing, and when it broke through on today, I bought it today. When it broke today, it literally pierced the trend line, and then hours after, it just got acceptance above the trend line. So this implies that, to me, that the structure has changed and the bullish is starting to take over. However, the caveat is the the 9 EMA crossed between the 20 EMA, so that's one confirmation. However, the 9 EMA has not crossed the 50 EMA yet, so it's still on like a 60-70%, though in support resistance wise it's pretty decent for me, because I usually set like 5 to 4 candles acceptance on the 1 hour. When the trend breaks, it's when I usually enter. So now it's looking pretty okay, and I've not really lost that. When I entered, it's not even 1% that I've lost, even though the stock itself is moving quite mad, because this stock moves like 3-4% daily, you see. So a 0.5% to me on an entry is a good entry. So just for that alone, I'll add it to my intraday notes. Intraday notes is that on 1 hour TF, the trend broke and multiple candles closing above it. This implies acceptance with hope of continued structure momentum. Okay, what I don't like is that the 9 EMA has not crossed the 50 EMA yet on the hourly. So we are kind of front running. But because of the 1 hour acceptance above the resistance line, I just bought in. Also because the daily EF was being traded above the 50 EMA, and it's within my entry zone. Alright, so we'll keep the RSI and whatnot. We'll log this as well. So RSI was, let's go to the daily. Where is it? Right, I'm going blind. Right, RSI was this 51.83, 51.83, ATR. No, let's don't need ATR. So the ADX is 16.9. Let's just round 16.9. Okay, let's just round it up. 20, 17. ADX plus is 20.3. ADX minus 20.5. So at this point, based on the ADX, there's no clear trend here, but we are taking a bet that it would go up, because looking at this here, the red or ADX minus has been dropped and it's meeting the green ADX plus. So I'm thinking it could break it and a new trend would emerge, especially with the RSI as well. Because on the daily RSI, it was a few days back, it was 47, and now it's 52, 51.83. So momentum is slowly picking up. Together with our 1 hour confirmance for the day, and I've just between just those two, and I just bought it. Right, and the final one is RHC. Right, for this specifically, I entered because it was trading above the 50 EMA. The price dipped from its highest high of on 5th March of $44.64. So it just dipped all the way to the 50 EMA, and then you can see here the 50 EMA was really held together. You can see there's wicks here. Every time it tries to touch or go below it gets rejected. So to me, when I was watching this stock, the list, I was keeping track of how it's performing and how the 50 EMA was being treated. So as long as there are wicks and then it pushed back up, to me that means people are defending that line, and we entering that line is a pretty good bias that the bull will go back up, or if doesn't, it might stall and just stay there. But with the ASX 200, it will usually kind of pick back up. Plus, Ramsey Healthcare is quite how you say, it's a blue chip. Everyone knows this. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour on my chart analysis. So on the 1 hour, I drew a trend line all the way back from 17 March to its current trend here. What I did was I took this and then I make sure the trend line hits this, because that's where it hit. Ignore this, right? So all the way down here, I could move it like this just so it hits more. This is better because it hits this major resistance. So this resistance there traded over here. You can see this line here. I didn't mark it, but I did say this. The 39.25 levels is really being contested, and then the sellers just got exhausted over here. As you can see, there's not much wide body, they're all wicks. And then today it just broke through the trend line, and then you can see here it just continued pushing up. The 9 EMA crossed the 20 EMA, and then it's hovering closer to the 50 EMA on the 1 hour trend line. I've also drew kind of, this is my, I believe, support line, assuming that it's respected. This is there because if you see here, this got contested, this here as well. This also it has contested, but it failed. It went back down again. It went up here, contested, failed, went up here, it was contested, right? And then a nice wide body candle, some retests, and then today is just hovering below the resistance line. So tomorrow morning I'm hoping it stays above it, so a new trend line is supported. And yeah, that's it. As for the daily, the RSI, so now let's log it to our logbook and then see the verdict. Okay. So RHC March 25, 2026. Position was 0.18. Sorry, position is 18. It's fucking expensive. And the sell, the SL is 38.22. This is because when we bought the stock, we bought it. Where is RHC? Yeah. We bought it at 40.18. So 40.18 minus minus the ATR of 1.21 times 1.6 ATR. Okay, so let's add the reason I bought this. Of course, I screenshot. So I bought this because the price dipped to the 50 EMA zone and it was tested multiple times and failed. This assumes that people are defending the 50 EMA. 50 EMA. Okay. And then let's check on the 1 hour. Intraday notes. In the 1 hour, TF, the bearish trend line broke and multiple candles closing above the previous bear, and this implies acceptance, meaning it's likely to trade higher in the next couple days. I also drew a new support line in hopes that tomorrow the stock will trade above it, stay above it, and yeah, that's it. Okay, now we will note the RSI and whatnot. So RSI at 49.53, ADX 22.48, ADX plus is equal 19.25, ADX minus 23.04. So ADX alone and RSI is telling me that it's still kind of on a bear. Yeah, it's still on the bear side, though it is hovering towards a zone where no one knows what's happening. However, as I look to the chart here, yesterday on the 23rd, 24th, they were trading at 43 RSI and 18 ADX. It pushed up. So to me, this just means it's slowly picking back up the trend. So just that alone, I will consider. I just bought it because, as I said, I like buying stock that drops after drops the EMA levels. That's where I usually buy. And usually when I buy I always do some basic fundamental analysis by with my AI tools, and then kind of look at the relative volume just to make sure, and the volume just to make sure that people are trading and it's not a dead stop. So yeah, that's it. If you're watching this, I hope you're watching this. I don't even know if people is watching this. Subscribe, follow along the journey, and hopefully you learn something from me, or you see me go bust. I don't know. YTD is still at 8%. No, it's not 8%. It's 7, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 7.6. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.